Hello.
Hey Kushal, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
I can hear you, but I can't. Your video seems to be off.
Can you hear my voice now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Your video seems to not be working today.
Okay, let me just double check. Okay.
All right, there we go. That works. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm all right. All right, all good. How's your trading been? What have you been doing?
So I was able to trade on couple of days, but I had also practice on the trading terminal. So I have screenshots. So probably we can go through that one.
Okay, yeah, let's have a look. Let's see your progress.
Okay. So I'll start with the live trade that I did. Okay. Okay. Do you see my screen now?
Yep, I see it. There it is.
Okay, so this one was on Friday. I think Friday or Thursday. Yeah, probably on Thursday. Yeah. So it was AMD trade. So initially I saw the range and there was a breakout, and breakout was with like decent volume, and there was a consolidation. So like when I don't know why I stopped out on this candle, but that was I feel like it was little bit early, but then suddenly I enter again. I didn't take partial, but there was a break even stop loss.
Why'd you stop out on the first one?
I think it was a mistake, like it wasn't intentional. My stop loss was like just below this candle. So
Yeah. Okay, well, good job re-entering. And what was your target?
so I was aiming for like 1:3 target on this one. This I think resistance was like from the previous day candle, like previous day intraday trading, there was a resistance here. So I saw that resistance, but I didn't take the partial because I was thinking like probably it's too early to take the partial. So
All right, this is interesting. Um, Before you get into the trade, you should have your target well defined. So some sort of level or something you're looking at, so you know that when you're getting into it, it's giving you at least 3 to 1 or something better than that. And then what happens in this case, let's say your target was 151, for example. And in this case, this thing popped up a little and then it stopped going up. It stalled over there. The momentum died. And you can see, what is that, like 5 candles? It kept trying, but it kept hitting its head on the same level, the same price. There was a big seller
yeah,
sitting there. So after 1 or 2 minutes of it doing that, you can start taking partials there. Now it's much before it gets to your target, but you gotta observe the price momentum. And in this case, you can see the momentum has totally died. 2 or 3 candles after the breakout, and it's just sitting there like that, and it's not even making 1 penny higher. It's just not able to go. You can take off, a good chunk of your position right there, and that'll at least put some money in your pocket, and then you don't have to worry about it. But as soon as you start taking those partials, make sure you stick it at break even. Stick your stop loss at break even. And the reason for that, the reason to look at this momentum is because you are trading within the first half an hour here. There is momentum, especially right at the open, the first few minutes, but really the first half hour has, usually the majority of the move for the day happens there. And sometimes it gets into a big trend, makes a bigger move, but you are dealing with that momentum when you're trading the first half an hour. So you need to pay attention to that. So
Hmm.
definitely have your targets in mind, at least 3 to 1. But then after you've entered, make sure you're observing momentum. And if it is stalling, then start scaling out your position and stick your stop loss at break even, minimize your risk.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes. So sometime what happen like when price moves and like it's probably like consolidation and then you'll see the second move, right? So I think that was I was hoping for, but like yeah, I thought that in that moment I was thinking about taking partial, but like it was too late by the time I was able to react. Like price was already dropping and I just then stopped out.
Yeah, there you go. So you're trading the open, you gotta be you gotta be sharp on the momentum. You gotta pay attention to it. So sit out the first 5 minutes or the first few minutes, but still pay attention to it. The first few minutes is where the highest momentum is, lots of volatility, but it's still there for half an hour. And so the more you get screen time and observe the market, the more you'll get the feel for price momentum.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so this one was yesterday. So I did realize like initially there was a doji and then this candle like with the volume, it was a bullish candle. But then price was breaking down here. I saw this candle and like little bit like there was an increment in volume, not much, but it just started. So I enter on next candle and but same candle I got stopped out. Like again, there was another candle like this bullish candle wasn't much volume on that particular candle. Like it was okay volume. And then like there was next candle with again increasing volume. So I re-entered about the same like breakout level, but then again stopped out.
Okay. Yeah, see the breakout, the first one, when it breaks out, you want it to be genuinely increasing volume. That's when you have a real breakout. This is setting up as a false breakout because when it does break out, the volume doesn't tremendously increase. So that already gives you an indication you should be a little careful with that breakout. It may not be a real breakout. So you got to keep an eye on the volume, basically. Once you start reading volume with your candles, it'll add up a little better. Overall, that would have solved a lot of what's going on with this price action.
So what is happening is like when candle is about to break out the level, so you only see the level once it's actually like you see the candle is formed, right?
Yeah. Well, you can do a couple of different ways. One is enter at the breakout, as the candle is breaking out, you take an entry like you did you do that here? No, you didn't. But the
And
candle
this,
itself that breaks out. But
hmm,
that's a little bit tricky because you don't know if you're not able to read price momentum and read the tape and seeing the volume come in during the candle formation, then it's going to be hard if you can't read that stuff. So the safer way to do it is wait for the whole thing to break out, wait for the candle to break out and close, and then see what volume it did. If it was a big volume breakout candle, all right, now you know it's more likely to be a genuine breakout. So then wait for the retest, which happens very, very often, and enter on the retest. So that's the safest way to do it.
okay.
Most confirmation.
And yeah, I think that was initially when I started doing it, I was waiting for the retest entry.
Yeah.
And then I was entering, but then I was missing the breakout. So then I started entering on the breakout candle. But now then, like, it can be a false breakout, right? When you enter.
Yeah. So just to avoid the false breakout, you can wait for a retest. But you know,
Okay,
again, get screen time, always show up when the market's open and just listen to what we're doing in the chat room and observe the price action. That's how you'll learn how it's really going to break out, when it's really going to break out.
okay. So again, then price went up and then I draw the new level. I wait for the breakout. Again, I enter on the breakout candle. So that uh, candle was with the volume, like little bit increasing volume, but next candle I enter the full size, like I enter the again half, but there was a bullish candle, and then I stop out on next one. Uh,
Yeah.
if I wouldn't have entered on this candle, probably my stop loss would have been here, like high of this candle. Then probably I. So
All
I
right.
think, yeah, I don't know. This retest entry was little bit like early.
No, it's all right. It just didn't want to go right then. And that's why you have a stop loss in place. That's why we use stop losses, because you know, even if a setup looks perfect, sometimes it doesn't go.
Hmm,
That's why we never go full buying power, or you know, just you know, bet the house on it.
yeah,
Make sure you use a stop loss, and that's a good thing. You've used it really well here.
yeah. So then again, like, uh, I saw like this like selling pressure right here on this candle. So I enter again. It went in my favor, but this bullish candle, like I wasn't comfortable. So then I got out, and eventually it worked. By the time I already given up on this one.
Well, good job on getting out after seeing that bullish candle. You see, you're observing the momentum there, you're observing price action,
Yeah,
and realize it's not working out for you, and you got out. That's perfect. That's what you should be doing.
yeah. From last time, I'm learning the objectively read the market. Yeah, I'm also planning to buy that volume price analysis book, right? So probably I can get something from there. Is it a good book to read?
I've read only about 30% of it, and I
Okay,
found it useful, very useful. I can tell you what I learned from it in about 5 minutes,
okay.
if you want to know that. But I'm sure there's plenty of insight in there. You see, what I get out of a book will be very different from what you may be able to get out of a book. So yeah, read it if you like. I do things a little differently. I don't go and read every book cover to cover. I just kind of pick out the bits that I want to read, that I'm interested in. And then if I'm more curious beyond that to read the other parts, I'll go read that too. So that's just my
Mm. So
definitely, yeah.
So I'm like, I started observing the volume from the last time what we discussed, right? Like, I mean, I will show next trade, but apart from that, like when we see the breakout, like candle, right? So what I should be doing to improve the entry, like, the reduce the paper cut.
To reduce the number of times you get stopped out,
Hmm,
you want to wait for more confirmation before taking an entry.
okay.
The most confirmation you can get on these setups is the retest after the breakout. That's the best confirmation you can get. And the other one that's about similar is after it's made one move, then it consolidates, and you enter during the consolidation, ready for the second move, second leg. That's it. So there's two that I'd say are the least risky entries. The others where you're entering at the breakout or you're entering with momentum in the first or second minute, those are much more risky. So to put it simply, the way to do it and make it practical is to really slow down your pace, slow down the way that you trade. Do it at a much slower, more laid back kind of pace, rather than just being all frenetic and chasing the market at the open. That'll help a lot. That's the mindset. That'll help to cut
So,
the
so
losses.
slow down means like rather than hoping to enter, like just observe the market, like that's what you mean, or
Yeah, go in with the attitude of you're just going to observe the market. You don't intend to take any trades. You don't expect to take any trades. Just go in with the attitude that you're going to observe it. And what'll happen is you'll get tempted at some point. Then you don't exactly jump in when you get tempted, but you can be curious. You can start looking, is it really setting up or am I just being tempted here?
Mhm.
You keep asking yourself that. And eventually you'll get all the confirmations you need. It'll be 15 minutes or 30 minutes after the open that you'll actually take a trade. And that's actually the safest way to trade, as in minimize the number of stop outs. If you want to really minimize stop outs, that's the way to do it. So again, it's a mental model. It's a way of functioning, making your mind function a certain way. So go in with the attitude, you're curious, you just want to observe the market. That's it. Don't expect to take trades. So even one thing I found helps a lot is not even having a very elaborate pre-market routine. So just very mellow, very slow. You're not really planning much before the open. You're not running down many stocks and trying to find something. You're not doing any of that. Just kind of laying back and observing. That's it.
Okay.
That's an attitude thing.
Mhm. Good. I'll try that one today.
Yeah, try it out.
Okay,
Keep it
so
open for about 2 hours. Yeah, you can try it.
next one is Amazon. Yeah, so usually Amazon has the low volume, right? So I did notice that one. I was observing this one. So there was a big red candle, and then there was a couple of doji here and start volume. Like I saw there was increasing in volume. I enter at the breakout. So that particular candle had didn't have the volume. So I was kind of skeptical, thinking of uh, like going out. So then couple I saw this candle and like I just stopped out immediately.
Yeah, good job getting out of it because that was not a genuine breakout.
Yeah,
That's where it helps to wait for the breakout to complete and then enter on the retest. And remember, it gives you a retest most of the time. And if it is a genuine breakout, either it gives you a retest or it doesn't, no big deal. Either you get the retest, you enter, or you let it run. And when it consolidates after one leg up, then you have an ABCD pattern that you can get involved with and get ready for the second leg. So there's so much opportunity. There's no need for you to go chasing these breakouts, being unsure of the volume and all this stuff. It's actually very unnecessary.
mhm. So after that, I was observing like because there was a fake breakout on this side, so I was observing this side. So I draw the line here. There was a breakout, but there was no volume. So then I didn't like really enter the trade.
Yeah, that doesn't even look like a big trend. It's just kind of the price is kind of just fading away. It's not really, it doesn't look like a stock genuinely in play. I mean, look at this thing. It's tiny little candles, plenty of wicks all around, and it's not really going
Yeah,
anywhere, you know?
these candles. Yeah.
Wasting your time with this. It's not, yeah, it's done. People are not interested in it.
Okay. And I had taken some screenshot. Those like could be potentially I would have traded, but I wasn't able to trade for some reason. So I'll just
Mhm. Yeah.
so I think this one was like couple days before, yeah. So I was observing this one, so there was a level here. Again, there was a bounce from this particular level, and there was a breakout with the volume. And there was a nice retest with the low volume. So I think this would have been the perfect entry, right?
Yeah, there you go. You can see the retest there. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You see that? I mean, that's it. You identified the range really well. You waited the breakout. You got the retest. So yeah, that's a good setup. And you can see it really wanted to go. It was in play.
Yeah. So if I do entry here, right? And if I observing price action, so where would I start taking? Like this is the previous day close level, right?
Okay.
So
So is there anything between your entry and previous day's close? Any other levels you identified from the previous day or previous 2 days?
no.
All right, then. So that's the target, previous day's close. So now, as you get into this trade, and right after you enter, it makes that hammer with a lot of volume.
Yeah,
That's a bit of a scary candle.
okay.
What you can do is actually stick your stop loss at break even after you see that candle.
Mhm.
All right, and then let it sit. And then it moves. It makes the 3 red candles going down, and it stops going down. So the momentum stalls in that area. And that looks like the round number there, 482, I think it looks like. So you can
Yeah.
take a little bit off there, maybe 10%, 20%, take a little bit off over there. It's already
Mhm.
more than halfway to your target. And then hold the rest for close to your target. And sure enough, all it did was a little pullback and it goes. And once you get more familiar with this stuff, you can even add on that pullback to go for your target.
Like this one?
No,
Or
yeah, right there. That's it.
okay.
So once you get a little more familiar with price structure, you can add at that point. But for now, I'm not going to suggest. I'm going to suggest just observe momentum, take some off when momentum dies, and
Mhm.
then hold the rest for your target or break even, one or the other.
Okay. And one more question, like, what is the difference between high of the day setup and the one I'm trading? Because sometimes, like, when you look at the level, right, it's kind of like high of the day breakout.
This is low of the day.
Oh, I mean, like, other way around.
Turn the screen upside down, you can do that too. Um, I don't know the difference.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't know the difference. So but I don't even see it that way generally. I just look at ranges, support and resistance levels. And typically something like this, you can see the support level, your blue line there is pretty much support. It's been holding as support for a while from the open. And
Hmm.
eventually it breaks out. Okay, so you have a breakout opportunity. That's how I see it.
Okay. So this is the next one. I think, okay, so there was a level here. Then there was one bounce was here. And then price breakout. So when breakout, like there was some buying there, there was a volume on that particular candle, and then again price breakout, and there was a retest on this one. So if I'm observing this one, so my entry can be like after the retest, right?
Yeah, yeah. During the retest, and look at that retest. It gave you what 2 candles that retested. So plenty of opportunity to enter with a
Hmm.
good tight stop loss.
Okay, so once I enter like somewhere here, either this candle or this one, my stop loss is like just above the this orange line.
Yeah, just above your level. You don't need to give it a lot of room because it's really giving you a lot of confirmation. It can be a pretty tight stop loss, just a tiny bit of room from the level. That should do it.
Okay. Yeah, there was some good opportunities like last couple days, but and this one was I think yesterday or like day before. So like this was the initial high of the day, then price dropped and price recovered well. So I was observing this one also. Uh, there was a volume here, and then in this like pullback, volume dropped. And when it's approaching the like this level here, there was a good volume on the breakout candle, but there was no retest on this one. So if
Yeah,
I see the volume, like, and the breakout candle wasn't really far from the level, so I can still enter on that candle, right?
you can if your risk to reward is still really good. So you need to know where your target is. That
Okay.
becomes very important.
So way to find out target is like we see our levels and the level two.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Levels. I like to look at levels on the 30-minute chart, especially levels from the previous 48 hours or so. And ideally it aligns with a big ask or bid on the level 2, and also ideally those align with big round numbers. And typically you get that. It's very common. And that's it then. You should know where your target is.
Okay. So like here, I don't need to wait for the breakout of this candle, right? I can actually take the trade here.
Yeah, you can. And here's the fun part. What is that blue line you've got that you're talking about a breakout?
Like this one.
Yeah.
So because there was a like retrace from this line, so that's why I got it here.
All right, we did that. Okay, now instead of that, just try and imagine a blue line at the top of that 1 minute candle at the
Like
open.
here. Okay.
Now imagine that line. You see the breakout candle?
Yeah,
That's the breakout candle, and it did give you a retest immediately after.
like this one.
Yeah, those two right
Oh.
there.
Mhm.
You see, you were talking about high of day. Well, there you go.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. Good. Mhm. Then there was this one. Okay. Same Tesla. So it's kind of similar thing. So price drop and recover, and there was a breakout. Actual breakout was here probably. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like because here was like previous day closed level, I didn't take the trade. But
Yeah.
if I like there is no this level, right? What would have been my entry? Like is it like this retest candle or like this breakout candle or
Yeah, I would suggest the retest candle you just mentioned, where you have those wicks at the first 1 minute,
hmm,
first third minute. That's where the sellers are.
okay,
So once you have confirmation that the buyers are overpowering the sellers at that level, that's when you can have a good opportunity to trade.
okay. Hmm, yeah, next one is also again Tesla. So there was a breakout on this candle, no volume on that particular candle. And there was a retest like two doji, and there was a then like genuine breakout with the good volume. So if I'm observing this one, then I can probably wait for the retest and enter, right? After the genuine breakout.
Yeah, that's what I would like to see in this case. You want to overpower that wick that just happened, what, 3 minutes before? Yeah, you want to make
Okay.
sure that's going there. So in this case, the retest kind of went into that wick,
Hmm.
it overlapped a little bit, and then it goes. But you can still be very confident in it because it had that big bullish candle with lots of volume.
Yeah,
That one.
this one.
That's the one that gives you confirmation, or rather confidence. Then you get confirmation with the next two candles where it basically retests telling you the buyers are really there. And
Mhm.
off it goes. This thing actually give you about 3 minutes of opportunity to enter. And
Yeah,
yeah, and you get a nice move.
yeah. And also like on this particular candle, like volume was dropping. So
Yep,
and
that's it.
again increased. So
That's it. Yep, absolutely.
okay. And Nvidia. So there was the this level like tested couple of time and there was a breakout candle, like bullish candle with the good volume
Mhm.
and retest candle with the low volume. So this is like perfect entry right here.
Yep, that's it. If you can nail that entry, nice tight stop, you got it. It's a very good setup. And
Okay,
here's the thing also, look at this. We talk about ranges, top and bottom. You identified the top, but where's the bottom on this range?
like this one.
Okay, you can say that's the bottom, but only hit that place once.
Hmm,
Instead, it's actually a bit of a wedge. It's a triangle.
like this one, yeah.
Yeah, which is very, very bullish.
Hmm,
Once it breaks out of that triangle, that's going to run. And sure enough, it did on this day. It's a very bullish pattern setup. Look at the 5 minute, you probably see a nice triangle over there.
hmm. Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
Yeah, and this will probably also be a really good 30-minute hammer if you're looking at a 30-minute chart.
Mhm.
And a 30-minute ORB kind of setup would be perfect. So it all looks like this. It's the same thing. But there's ways you can identify this price action on multiple time frames, and they
Mhm.
all look good. This is a very convincing move.
So how do you look at like 30 minutes? Is it like if it is hammer on 30 minutes, so that's like kind of bullish sign, right?
Yeah, just like on anything else, candle patterns are the same no matter what time frame you look at. You can look at a 1 month chart, it's the same thing.
Hmm.
It's all fractal in that sense. So yeah, no matter how far you zoom out or zoom in, the pattern always looks the same.
Okay. Yeah. So these are the like some trade that I identified, and I did practice on like bar replay. So I'll just go with that one now. Just, okay. So this was the NVIDIA trade. So there was a level here, breakout with the good volume, but then there was a selling pressure, which I didn't like it. So I just stopped out on next candle. And sure enough, there was breakout on other side. So I entered on breakout. Uh, breakout candle was this one, yeah. And there was a retest, and I enter again. I took partial because of this candle. Like this was a bullish candle, so I start taking the partial and like breakout, break even stop loss. I think I lost your voice here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, so where you got out at break even, that happens to be a retest also.
hmm,
You can enter as well.
okay. So if I would like if I got stop out here, probably I can re-enter again, right?
Yeah, you can. Just make sure you're confirming that there's a valid entry over there, which in this case it is. It's a retest of that level.
Okay. So next one is Tesla. So enter on breakout candle, and because this was like big candle, I took some partial there, and then second candle I took partial, and yeah,
Okay, yeah, good. You nailed a good breakout. Again, it is tricky, but this one worked and you got it.
yeah.
Good. But you gotta be careful when you are getting entries like this. Make sure you are reading momentum, as in go with the momentum and get out when the momentum stops or slows down. That's why the partials are very important when you're trading the open.
Mhm.
You know, when you're
Yeah.
trading momentum. Yeah.
Probably like if I'm trading the breakout, then like probably I have to trade little bit different when you actually trade the retest, right? Retest is like more confirmation rather than breakout.
Yeah, with the breakout, you want a little more room with your stop loss. And with the retest, because you have more confirmation, you can have a tighter stop loss.
Mhm.
And either way, though, if you're trading the first half an hour or so, you still want to pay attention to momentum.
Okay. So this is the next one. Enter on breakout candle, same thing, like there was a selling pressure and then I stopped out.
Okay, yeah, good. Good management there. You're getting out quickly, and this is great. What you're doing is you're really controlling your losses, so it's good to see.
Oh, yeah, that's something I improved, trying to improve from last time.
Yeah, I can see that. It's very good.
Yeah, I think this is the same trade that I did. Then there was a breakout on other side. So
Mhm.
enter on breakout candle. Uh, it's like very close to hit my stop loss, but then when it was coming down, I entered. And then, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're reading momentum there. You can see where the momentum stalls and you're getting out, but it should have been a bit earlier where you were exiting, like the
Oh,
candle after you entered, because the
like,
momentum really stalled. Yeah, the next candle. There you go. As you see the momentum stalling and the next candle's really not even going down at all, you can start taking some off over there and then stick it at break even, because at that point you don't know if it's going to continue or not.
hmm, okay. Eh, Yeah, so entry on breakout candle, took some partial and then break even stop loss.
Yeah, there you go. Good. That's perfect. You got in, you read the momentum. Make sure your stop loss is in the right place. Is it where that red line is? 135 when you
Um,
enter?
that's just like price. It's because it's trading, so it's a price. Like stop loss was here, like break even.
When you entered, where was your stop loss?
This one, this
Yeah,
line.
right. Thought. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That
Okay.
makes-
Mm, okay, yeah. So I enter on breakout candle. Then I took the partial on the like
Mhm.
when price was little bit stalled, I just took some partial and then yeah.
Okay, yeah, good. Those partials are good because you need that at the open with lack of momentum. So good work. Yeah, you're getting it. Really getting it.
Probably I'm doing better on on when I'm practicing the
Well, you
on
gotta
break.
practice. That's what builds your instincts, and then you can take that to the live market.
Mm. Yeah, this one I think I didn't trade, but I was just observing this one. So there was a breakout. So again, like this one was like volume was dropped, right? Because it's typical Apple trade. So after first candle, but I didn't trade this one.
Yeah, good. Just avoid it when the volume's not really there, because it can be easily manipulated. So, yeah, just avoid it. Even if it looks like a good move, it's still dangerous.
So this one, the next one. Uh, so there was an entry on breakout candle. This one, yeah. And then I stopped out a little bit late, but I stopped out. And then again, I got enter on like same level. Because of this level, I was kind of skeptical. Like probably I entered a little bit early here. That's why I took partial, and
Mhm.
then I waited for like to break out, and then I start taking the partial.
Okay. Well, that's good. And once you enter and you realize you didn't get a great entry and you're not sure, yeah, you can scale back. And that's a good way to do it. That's risk management right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this was like my eventual target, like 226.
Yeah. Makes sense. Good. So, yeah.
Yeah, this was the next one. So I did enter here on breakout, stopped out, then enter on other side. I see that like this is happening too often. Like when you get like fake breakout, then there is the other side there. You'll see get the breakout.
Yeah, it's very common. False breakout and then genuine breakout on the other side. It sets up very nicely.
So this was my initial stop loss. Then I like enter on retest and I change my stop loss to this one.
Yeah, perfect. Good. That's exactly how you want to do it. When you're adding in, it's because you have more confirmation so you can tighten your stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
And then I was start taking the partial all the way.
Good. Yeah, good. You're managing it.
Mm, s- Yeah, so enter on breakout candle. Uh, After this candle, probably I like start taking the partial and then break even stop loss.
Good. Makes sense. That works. Your trade management is really improving, so that's good. It's very good.
Hmm. So like this is a bullish great candle, right? So I enter on this candle. I after the retest, I added the size, but then after this candle, I just stop out like almost at the level.
Yeah. It's a tricky one. You see the first candle and you see the second candle of the day is got a big wick on it.
Yeah, this
Want
one.
to go long. If you want to go long, you got to be absolutely certain that the buyers have overpowered the sellers at that point up
Oh,
there. So you got to get a lot of confirmation to go long over there.
so basically we wait for the genuine breakout with the volume and
Yeah.
then we confirm with the retest, right?
Yeah, that would be better. A little more confirmation is needed in this case.
Okay. Yeah, like this one, I enter on the candle, but it closed inside the range. This was my stop loss. I waited for the breakout, but then probably I would have stopped after this candle, right? This big bearish candle,
Yeah, or even when you start seeing the momentum slowing down at 167.
like this one, yeah.
Yeah. Round number and the momentum is slowing down there, then you should start probably taking it off and stick it at break even.
I should have taken partial here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Yeah, this one I tried to enter on breakout candle. It didn't work out, stop loss. And then I enter on other side, use bullish candle, but I waited because it was the half the size. But then it didn't really go anywhere, so I stopped out after this candle.
Mhm. Yeah, you probably should have stopped out as soon as you got in because it's not a genuine breakout. It didn't close outside of your level.
Yeah,
So, and then after that, it's just throwing wicks everywhere.
yes.
As soon as you enter and you realize you're not in a good place, not in a good position, just get out, no matter what.
Okay. Yeah, because yeah, when we anticipate the breakout, we only know after the candle closed, right? So.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, this one I tried to enter here. I added the size. Yeah, this one was a little bit too late to stop out. I would have stopped out earlier.
Mhm. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, you know what to do. If you gotta, when you're in bad position, get out quick.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah. Then breakout worked on other side.
Mhm.
So like I should have waited for this one to break out, right? Because it's big seller here.
Yeah. Ideally, yeah. But
Okay.
your entry was okay. You just got to manage the risk. Where's the stop? Again, a little more confirmation would be helpful. Because look where you
Mm.
entered. I mean, the candle was already quite a big candle from where it opened when you entered.
Yeah.
Quite a big pop in just within a minute. So it's likely to pull back.
Mm.
So wait for the next one to start moving. It opens right below the level, starts pushing up above. Okay, that's a better, higher probability candle.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm. And like one thing is like once you know it's genuine breakout, right? And you only enter with the half the size. So what's the best way to add like after the entry?
You add when you get confirmation that it's holding a new level. So in this case, look, it pops up to 174.
Hmm.
After it retests 174 and you're sure that it's holding 174 as the new level of support, then you have an opportunity to add over there above 174 and put your stop loss just below 174.
Okay.
So you got to just make sure it's claiming new levels. As it keeps claiming levels, you can keep adding in. So that's you'll scale out as in take partials at the level when it gets there. But then if it breaks out of there and you're confirmed of the breakout and it's holding, then you can buy back those shares and continue. Keep doing that.
So basically, we wait for the confirmation, like level confirmation, then we take that level as a stop loss, right?
Exactly. For you, yeah, that's what you got to do. A lot of people do the same thing, but with moving averages. As long as it's holding the moving average, that they keep trailing the moving average. And that's more like a trend trading style. But for what you're doing, this is perfect. This just use levels and usually round numbers work.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, so like after the first entry wasn't really good, I should have stopped out on the same candle, which I got it now. Then again, I enter on this candle, stopped out after this bullish candle. After some time, there was breakout. So now I see this one like this breakout. There wasn't much volume. Like if you look at this, all the candles, like there wasn't like any big volume candle. But I did enter. I wait for the retest and I enter again, and then took partial.
Yeah, that makes sense. Looks fine to me.
Okay.
The retest and you entered for the retest and it moved. So that was good patience waiting for it.
Okay. Yeah, so I enter on breakout candle with the volume and then wait for the retest and enter and then took the partials. So I think I lost your voice again.
Sorry. Yeah, you're really getting the feel for this, for breakout, retest, and really getting a good, a good style going over here. It's good.
Okay, so it's okay. Yeah, so I enter on breakout candle. There was a retest. So after retest, actually, I enter on the next candle. But then, like after this candle, I just stopped out.
Okay. Yeah, good. Again, good risk management. That's the most important thing. So you're getting out quickly when it's not working. That's what you should do.
Oh. Mm. Yeah, I enter on breakout. Then I got stopped out because I thought it's not working like this doji candle with the volume. So I stopped out. But after this particular candle, I enter again. Then I added the size. Was it the
Mhm.
right time to add here?
Well, when you added, did you move your stop loss?
Yeah, usually if I add, then probably I move it to like break even.
Okay. Well, I'm not so convinced of that add.
Hmm.
I'm looking here at 171 as the level. Once it breaks down from 171, then I would think about an add with 170 being the target.
Okay.
And here, I mean, you got to be a little bit bigger about it. Think about this. You got in that initial entry. 170 is the big target. After 170, if it breaks down, then add. It's almost like a whole new trade after that.
Hmm.
Think of it in a slightly bigger perspective and don't get too caught up in the 1 minute noise.
Okay. So like when I entered, like this is my initial target, 170. Once it's break out, like probably this candle, right? Then I can put my stop loss just above the 170.
Exactly. Yep. Now that would make sense.
Okay.
170 is a nice round number, right? Use these big round numbers.
Hmm. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, this is candle number 3. So I wait, yeah, I enter on the breakout of this candle. I don't know why I put line here, but it should be here. So I break out on this candle, enter on the breakout of this candle. And then like I thought like price it stalled, so I took the partial here.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Like sometime when you get long wick, like it's not the, it just because we are doing reply, but it's not the actual like candle.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But this is actually a really good piece of price action. Check it out. The first 1 minute candle defines a range, right? Then the third candle actually is a genuine breakout of that range. The fourth candle is a retest,
Yes.
right? And then it makes a move and it consolidates at that 462.50 area.
Hmm.
And then it makes another move.
Yeah.
These are two legs up. After that, it makes one more kind of move up, but it's not really convincing. So you
Hmm.
see, you can always plan for two moves. So don't plan for the third. You don't even know if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But the
So this
setup
is
is there for
the,
two moves. Range, breakout, retest, and then two legs.
hmm.
Worked out nicely.
Okay. Yeah. So basically this is the first move and this is the second one, right?
That's it. Yeah. It's,
Okay.
it's exactly how it says in the diagram.
Yeah. So if I would have entered like, because I enter with the half the size, if I want to like add more size, then 460 to 50, it's my level then.
Yeah, basically getting out of that ABCD pattern. You can look at where's the C on that ABCD pattern. It's a little
Yeah.
bit below 462.50.
Hmm.
Basically the bottom of that white candle, just below the white candle.
Like this one, yeah.
Yeah. Just below there, I'd say is where the C is, and that's where the stop loss needs to be. But
Hmm.
really, I think, your entry is late on this one. The real breakout is at that red line there, that 1 minute
Hmm.
range. That's the breakout.
Okay. So probably I can enter on the retest candle, right?
Yep, exactly. That's what I would try and do over here.
Okay, and stick my stop loss here. Okay.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah, this one I didn't trade, but like this is kind of similar price pattern. Like we saw a couple of examples for Tesla. So I just wanted to double check here. Like, so if I enter on this particular candle, or should I wait for this breakout of these two candle?
Yeah, just wait for those wicks. A little more
Oh,
confirmation. Minimize your stopping out, your stop losses. And see, it turns out that is actually high of day, those two wicks at the open. And look at the candle that breaks out of them. That's the one with the
yeah.
volume.
And then there was a retest on this candle,
Exactly. There you go.
172 level.
Basically, 172 was the high of day. And it's a break of high of day kind of trade.
Okay.
That's a really good one. And even look, the first two candles, and then the third candle breaks down, the fourth candle retests, and it's a down. Look, no, right at the open.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Third
Yeah.
candle breakdown, fourth is a retest, so you have a short opportunity there too.
Hmm. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there's nice range. I did not enter on the breakout. Then there was a retest and I enter on next candle. Is my entry little bit late here?
It looks a little late, but is the risk to reward in your favor? If it is, you can still take it.
Yeah, this is the my stop loss. Like target, I'm just like on like this one, I'm just randomly selecting the target, but
You got to know your targets before you take the trade.
like when we doing the practice on this one, right? How do we like select the target? Is it just based on like numbers?
Look at the 30-minute chart and find levels, especially previous day levels.
Okay,
You can mark them before you hit the play button on the replay mode.
Okay,
And that should, and 475 is a pretty obvious number on this chart,
okay.
big round number.
Okay, I'll start doing that one, so. Yeah, this one I enter on this breakout candle, but there was no volume on this one, so, but it didn't really come down. And then I took partial as soon as like there was a breakout and break even stop loss.
Hmm. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I start seeing more things now, so.
Yeah, it's good. You're seeing more and you're managing risk really well now. I can see even on this trade. It's a trade that didn't work, but you still made money on it. That shows really good risk management.
Okay. So this is the next one. Enter on breakout candle. And then when price stall, I will start taking the partial and break even stop loss.
Good, same thing. Good risk management. Again, a trade that didn't really work, but you managed it.
Yeah, it the same thing with this one. Enter on breakout candle. After retest, I enter the size and then stop out.
There you go. Good. Stop out when it doesn't work. That's it.
Yeah. This one also enter on breakout candle and then took partial and then stop out.
Yep, good. 185 is a nice obvious target there.
Yeah.
So makes sense that you get it. Okay, cool.
So, but like these all are like, I'm entering on the breakout candle.
Yeah.
Like, also I enter on breakout. I did not enter on the retest candle and then eventually stop out. Probably I should have taken partial here, like after seeing these two candles.
Well, after you entered, it gave you a good retest. And then it made that white candle that pushed up. But then after that white candle, it just really struggled. It
Mhm.
started to struggle. That's when you should start taking partials.
Okay.
Right after that white candle. And then you'd probably get stopped out of break even very quickly within 4 minutes of entering after
Mhm.
taking a little bit of partial.
Yeah, here, right?
Exactly. Yep. Right there where the momentum stalls. And
Mhm.
that would have mean also that's a trade that you made a little money on and it's a trade that didn't work. So it shows, that you're managing it really well. And that's what you got to do.
Okay. Mhm. Yeah, there's line here. So I enter on breakout candle and then after retest, I enter size. And then I like 707.50. I took the partial and then break even stop loss.
Yeah. Yeah, good. You're getting those partials when it's when the momentum stalls. That's it. That's the way to do it.
Still used. So enter on breakout candle price. I took partial because of the 192.
Mhm.
And then yeah, slowly I was taking partials.
Okay. Well, make sure you have a target in mind. So then the only reason you take partials before your target is if the momentum is stalling. That's
Okay.
all. So always plan your targets.
I think yeah, that's everything.
Okay. Good, good. I like what you're doing. You're really, you've changed a lot of things I see and improved your trading tremendously. You've got now you've not just got the technical understanding of trading this style, but you're actually able to execute it, which is the hard part. So that's great. So now what you got to do is go live with some small size and get the feel of risking money on this style of trading. As small at first and then slowly build it up as you build confidence. And that's it. That's all you need, really. Don't make it more complicated than this.
Okay.
Really not much else you need to do at this point. Just got something really good going on. Just just build on it. Just make it really solid. Make it nail it down. Really nail it down. Make it consistent. And then your trading will evolve slowly. In a few months, you'll be thinking about adding into positions, recycling shares, and doing all kinds of different things. But that happens only after this foundation is really solid. So right now it's really good and solid. You just got to make it really solid by going live with it and finding consistency in the live market. So yeah, good job. Good job. I like everything that you're doing here. It's good.
So now should I like start the DAS trader like platform? Should I start practicing on that platform?
Yeah. Yeah. Get the platform, get it set up, and start trading on it. And go live with some small size, whatever amount that it's not so big for you. And build up on that. It's not about making money, but it's about understanding live trading. Because now you understand what to do. Now, can you do the same thing with money on the line? And then once you can do that, then you can build up from there.
Yeah,
So
I'm already like trading like live account as well, right? Some of the like I so earlier whatever we saw the trade, that was the live trade.
okay. All right, good. So yeah, get DOS and do it with DOS. Get used to
Oh,
the. You'll need it for day trading. You need accuracy. You need the information to be coming to you very quickly. And DOS is really good for that.
okay.
So
So how does it work? Like so when I enter in the trade, right? So we calculate the size of the trade based on the like because I have the fixed stop loss. For example, my stop loss is like $50. So when I entering in the DAS platform, so when I do entry, like is there like we can set up the hotkey like to enter the
yeah, there are a million different hotkeys that we can use to enter and position size and all that. There's so much information on that. I can send that stuff to you. I can show it to you. It's easy. It's not a big deal. For you, probably fixed risk hotkey will be the one to start with, which there's some really good YouTube videos that we've put out on that. It's really easy. It's like 10 minutes and you'll have it done. It's
okay.
just to install it and configure it. That's about it. So don't worry about that stuff. That stuff, I'll get it to you. First, you get DOS, get it downloaded, and let me know when you've got it downloaded. Then I'll send you the right information and tell you where to put everything. Make it simple for you, and you'll be on your way. Those are the small little things. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Good.
And yeah, is anything like I need to improve or work on?
What you really need to do is focus on making sure you enter trades where you have really good risk to reward, like 3 to 1. Yeah, make that a priority. What you'll
Okay.
find is you won't be a lot of the trades you take, you will stop taking them. And that's good. And even when you do take a trade that's giving you a minimum of 3 to 1, a lot of times you'll find that they don't go to your target and you're getting out before it goes to the target because the momentum is stalling. So you're getting out when the momentum is going out. Perfect. That's what you need to do. So make these things the priority, the main things that you're actively watching on top of doing your style, which is range breakout retest. That's it. So just keep those simple things in mind. And they're simple things, but not many things, just very simple. So you can really focus on them and make it real. Make that risk to reward thing real. Make sure that you're watching momentum, make that real. Don't put 10 other things in your head. It's very easy to get distracted once you get live and you get involved in the chat room and stuff. Just stay focused on what you're doing because what you're doing now is a really good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Good. No, good job. I've seen the difference in your trading now. It's amazing. It's what you should do. It's good to see. Yeah.
And one more thing. So when you like when market opens, right? And so I just want to know the process. Like how do you observe the candles like one by one, right? Like when actual market open at 9:30. So how do you look at the market? Like what's going on in your mind?
You should go in with the mindset that you're there to observe, not to interact. And so you're just having an observation mindset. That's it. What will naturally happen is you will get tempted.
Hmm.
And then your mind will already automatically start going into where's my setup. And all this is fine. This is a slow, easy way to do it. Whereas if you go into the market waiting for a trade, okay, I'm going to take a trade. As soon as I see my setup, I'm going to take a trade. What you'll do is you'll enter in the first 10 seconds without any setup because you'll get overexcited.
Hmm.
That's the mindset part of it. So go in with the observation attitude, which is very laid back. You're just kind of sipping your coffee and watching the market. You're not doing much. And let it evolve from there. Your setup will show itself. Then you realize, oh, yeah, I've traded this so many times. I know what this is. Okay. And you watch it, wait for confirmation, wait for risk to reward, and take a small size. So it's an attitude thing.
And do you look at like candle by candle price action or?
Candle by candle, observing candle and volume one by one as they keep happening.
Okay. Like, can we practice like one on like replay? Can I practice with you? So like I actually know like what are you watching?
Yeah, sure. Let's you want me to do it or
Yeah, you can do it and I will observe it.
all right. Yeah, let's let me get the replay.
I'll stop sharing my screen.
Yeah, cool. Let's see, view screen 5. There we go. Okay, let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, where are we? Replay. Right, let's have a look. All right, pick a date.
Any date, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. What did we get? We got February 7th, May 2023. Okay. Pick a ticker. Any of the top 4 tech stocks.
Nvidia.
Nvidia. All right. Okay, so we got the 30-minute and the 1-minute. I'm gonna mark levels from the previous day on the 30-minute. Let's see, where did it close? It closed over here. And this was the high on this day. And the low was way down here. And what was the open? The open was, yeah, right about there too. So basically, it was a very bullish day. It opened and it made a low in the same place.
Hmm.
Up very strong and then closed basically in the middle. And in the pre-market, it hit yesterday's high and it's rejected. Now it's opening up in this area, which is right in between support and resistance. I'm not interested in trading this thing over here, but I know this is resistance and this is support. I have those. Going back the previous day, this is a high right here. And that has the same low on this day. So this low is very strong support. My favorite trade on this would be let it bounce off of this.
Okay.
This area right here, 208. Because look, it opened here and this was the low and it was also a low of the previous day. I mean, there's serious buying going on over here. I would like for this thing to drop quickly and take a bounce in the first 5 minutes with lots of momentum. But let's see. I don't know what it wants to do so far. It's rejected here. It's popped down, but it's found support here at 210 area, well, 211 area. So let's watch it on the 1-minute and see what it wants to do. All right. Where is it? Oh, there. Okay. Now I'll put it in with 1,000 shares so we can work with partials. Right. Let's just watch and wait. Wait and watch. Okay. See how messy it is in the first minute. I'm not going to touch it. It looks a little weak, if anything, but you can't tell. This would be great if it comes all the way down. Let's see. It's messing around with VWAP. See, it's right in the middle. That's why it's behaving like this. It's, doesn't know what it wants. So this is not the kind of trade that I would not the kind of setup that I would trade probably in the first 1 or 2 minutes. But let's see if it gives a nice ORB setup. See, there you go. Now it's looking strong. 30 seconds in. And there's a seller there. Is it gonna overpower 214? There's a seller at 214. I want it to break out of 214. If it breaks out 214, we have this 216 area as a target. Or 215 is on the way. So maybe if I can get good risk to reward on a good ORB setup, it'll be good. And candle closed. No good setup for the ORB, but let's see what it wants. It's bearish. Yeah, this is a buyer over here. To break down there, I'm taking a short. Stop losses here, just 213.50. Off it goes. And a little momentum drops. I'm taking some partial. There it is. See the area there, pre-market, taking some partial. Yeah, I'm out of it, a lot of it. This is a real struggle here. And my stop loss is at break even now, whatever that is. Position is gonna be, yeah, right there. So I took 1,000 shares. I have 100 shares left. And looks like I'll be out of break even. That's it, break even, done. That's the trade, 1 minute ORB. My target really was down here, but it lost momentum as it hit the pre-market areas. And you could see it losing momentum. That's why I started getting out. And then break even. That's it. That's the whole trade.
Nice.
So you see, you just go in with the attitude of observation. See, I was telling you as this was happening, it was bearish, no, it was bullish, no, it's bearish, no, it's blah, blah. I don't know what's doing. But you can see where the buyers and sellers are. Here's a seller. Here's the buyer. And so what happened here is that the sellers overpowered the buyer down here. That's where I got in with the stop loss just around VWAP. The stop entry here, stop loss just about VWAP, and that's massive risk to reward down to 211. But on the way, it found trouble in the pre-market area. So I started getting out. And see, this is not a trade that actually worked, but it still made money because of trade management, where you're getting out when the momentum goes out. If the momentum came back around this 212 area, 212.50, I would have reshorted all these shares. Probably pick up another 500 shares or something continuing for the short. It would have been in like an ABCD pattern sort of thing. So there you go. That's how you trade the open. 1 minute ORB kind of setup.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Cool. But don't try this stuff. This is this is really fast. So that's why I say observe the market. When you show up to trade, show up in the chat room. We're all there doing all this stuff. Just observe it. Well, put up the stocks on your screen and watch what Andrew and Brian and everyone's doing at the open. And within a few months of watching this stuff happening, you'll start to get the feel for it, and then you'll be able to start executing on this yourself. So that's how you should do it. This 1 minute ORB is definitely not something you should do in the first probably 2 years of your trading, 2 or even 3. Go with a 5 minute ORB, if anything, because this is highly volatile. This could easily just whip against you. So you got to really observe momentum again. That's the key thing. Yeah. Cool. Well, there you go. Well, they're already traded today. The market hasn't opened yet. I would like to. Oh no.
So like I'll start with the small account right now. So when I'll know like it's time to, little bit increase the size or
Don't increase the size, but scale into your trades. Meaning entering at the breakout, then adding into full size when you have the retest. Focus on that as a method to increase your size, rather than just going with bigger risk right away.
okay.
That'll be far more useful for you. That's a healthier way to scale up your trade size. So and when it comes to really just increasing risk per trade, you'll know. You'll have plenty of confidence in it, that comes after plenty of consistency. That confidence will come, and you'll actually get bored with consistency. that's kind of when you'll start upping the size a little bit. Then you'll make some losses and you wonder what went wrong. It's a cycle that we all go through. So take it slow, take it easy. If you want to increase your size, focus more on scaling it. That'll be the easier, safer way to do it.
Okay.
That'll work. Cool. Good. Any other questions?
Not at the moment. If there is anything, of course, I'll get in contact with you. But yeah, thank you. That I did see my improvement. Like it's improving month by month. So yeah, thank you for all the guidance and everything.
Sure, sure. No problem. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure for me. It's been good to work with you. And yeah, I've seen the improvement in you as well. That's really good. Like it's seriously, it's a big change. So you should be proud of it. And now the key is to keep up with it. That's what you really need to keep going with it. And you'll be just fine. So don't worry
Yeah.
about it. All good. Cool. All right. So yeah, any questions anytime, just reach out. You know where to find me. Yeah. But main thing is show up every day, make it a routine, make a habit out of it, make a nice routine around trading, and stick to your style. You got it.
Yes. And I saw your message about your course. So when your course is coming out?
Oh, that's very soon. Very soon. Be ready for that. Before the weather gets warm, it'll be ready.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, I'll let you in on that. Don't worry about it. You'll know about it.
Okay.
It'll be good. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you know. So you'll be a part of that group as well.
Okay.
Cool.
Good.
Yeah. Well, good stuff. Good stuff. Again, take it easy. Enjoy your trading. And then come say hi in the chat room whenever you're there. I'm always in there.
Okay. Yep, sure.
All right. Cool. All right, then. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.